The Jealous Mother by Alicia Hossein. Once upon a time, there was an extraordinary beautiful woman, her beauty equal only to that of the moon itself. When she was married and got pregnant, she used to go out at night and address the moon. "Oh, moon," she would say, "you and I are both beautiful, so beautiful that no one can compete with us." The moon would answer her back, "True, you and I are beautiful, but the one still in your womb is yet more beautiful. She will outshine us." After that particular night, the mother started to worry about her future. The time was approaching for her to give birth. And finally, the time has come. The beautiful mother gave birth to her beautiful daughter. Immediately, the mother called in a midwife whom she trusted. She asked her to bury the baby as soon as possible and replace it with a puppy. She gave her a lot of gold, so the matter was settled. The midwife did what she was told. Well, partly. The midwife gave the mother a puppy. However, she did not bury the baby. Instead, she kept the baby secluded inside of her house and took care of her. The midwife raised the baby in secret until she grew to the age of 10. It was only then that some people in the neighborhood set eyes on her and started talking about an astonishingly beautiful girl. The midwife claimed that it was her own daughter. It wasn't long before the real mother found out what everyone was talking about, and she began to suspect the midwife. One day she approached her and said, "Can you please send me your daughter? She can help me disentangle a ball of wool thread." The old woman agreed, and in exchange for a handful of gold, sent her daughter. When the real mother set eyes on the girl, her heart was filled with jealousy. She gave the girl a large ball of thread and asked her to stretch it until it was completely untied. The girl walked farther and farther, day and night, until she found herself in a strange environment. When her mother suspected that she walked far enough, she cut the thread, and now the girl could not find her way back home. Night had already fallen. The beautiful girl started looking around for a shelter to spend the night. Once she did, it was not long before she discovered that her hiding place was the house of 7 brothers and a slave who cooked for them. Early in the morning, the brothers went out to hunt while the slave remained at home to prepare their food. All of a sudden, she heard something up on the roof, and looking up, she saw a very beautiful face staring down at her. The beautiful girl cried out to the slave. "I am a miserable human being," she said. "I am dying of hunger and thirst. Please help me." The slave invited her down and gave her some food and water, but she warned her that the brothers were dangerous. She advised her to stay out of sight, or else they would eat her up. So the beautiful girl went back to her hiding place. Every day when the brothers went out, the slave invited the girl to join her and taught her how to cook. She learned very fast and was very useful to the slave. As the days went on, the brothers started to notice a difference in the cooking. It tasted better and better. The brothers decided to set up a plan where one of them stayed behind and spied on the slave. The brother witnessed the beautiful girl doing most of the work while the slave relaxed. He then came out of his hiding spot and surprised them both. As soon as he laid eyes on her, he fell in love and decided to marry her. The slave started to feel neglected, so she took the fire out of the stove so that the beautiful girl was not able to cook for the brothers anymore. The beautiful girl started to worry and asked the slave what should she do. The slave told her to get fire from the neighbor. When she did, the neighbor wanted her blood in return. Day after day, the neighbor continued to take blood from the girl. Eventually, the brothers found out and set up a trap to take him down. They even found out what the slave did to the girl, so they trapped her too. The neighbor and the slave were now out of the picture, and they all lived happily ever after.